Hey guys, with the end of the year coming around and the holiday season just around the corner, I wanted to get some tech out of the way. Now here's some tech that you might want under your Christmas tree this season. As you could have guessed, I'm going to talk about Google's home-based smart speaker assistant, properly named Google Home. Sitting at a price of $130, Google's Home is a solid choice for smart home enthusiasts. Now, with the Amazon Echo already being out since June, Google wasn't the first in people's homes. But can this home speaker with Google's Assistant really make you switch over or even buy one? What really makes this device stand out as a speaker is its compatibility with your other smart home devices to make your life just seem seamless and your home automated.
Okay, Google, turn my lights white.
Okay, turning your lights white.
Before I got the Google Home, I thought that the home would be pre-integrated with every smart product company under the sun, to have that flawless compatibility with all your home's devices, but that's not the case right out of the box. You'll have to download the Google's Home app first off just to set up the unit. Google's Assistant will actually help you step by step setting up each thing, and it's super easy, and honestly, I had a blast doing it. But Google's Assistant will only know a few controls right off the bat, and these are controls partnered with products like Nest, SmartThings, Philips Hue, and the wildly popular app I like to call If. The best thing is that out of the box, Home will work seamlessly with your Chromecast or Google Cast device. So if you have it hooked up to a speaker or a TV, it'll work no problem. Now here's where things get really wild. When using the partnered If app, the doors open immensely. If you're someone like me and you don't have, say, Philips Hue lights in your pad, you can control your LifeX lights via the If app through your assistant. So I could then say stuff like, okay, Google, turn my lights blue.
Okay, turning your lights blue.
Okay, so with all that in account, we still have to remember that this technically is just a smart speaker. So what about the speakers on this thing? Well, they're actually really good. They're a little muddier sounding compared to the tinny sound that you get with that Amazon Echo, but I think that gives it a deeper, more realistic sound. And only coming out of 3 tiny speakers found at the base underneath the removable base mount, the sounds are extremely loud and really clear. Now, using the casting app with the Google Home is a snap as well. Just saying, okay, Google, play Black Mirror on Netflix. And it'll instantly pop up on Netflix on your TV's Chromecast and play your show. Now this works with Google Play Music, YouTube Music, Intune, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and my personal favorite, Spotify. All your music media is at voice command, so it makes everything just seem seamless and easy. Now, speaking of speakers and what it's able to hear, this thing is mounted with only 2 mics on it compared to the Echo Home, which is mounted with 7 mics. But honestly, with my experience with this thing, it works surprisingly well with just those 2. At first, I found myself yelling at my assistant when I gave it commands, but then I realized that its microphones were super sensitive. And at the end of the day of the first day, I corrected myself and ended up talking to it with the normal indoor voice. And this made it really feel like I was more relaxed and I was almost having a conversation with my Google Home. One of the cool features that is exclusive to this Google Home is that you can customize the base color. Now, out of the box, it comes with just kind of a grayish white base, but you can actually take that off because it's magnetized to the bottom. And you can change it off for any other color that they sell at the store or ordering from Google. Personally, I love this device. For someone like me who's trying to become more house automated, it's awesome. For the price, for what it can do, and just for the conversations you can have with it. It's just fun to talk to, and I found myself at the end of the day almost just talking to it like a normal person. Now, with all these great things that it can do, there are some things that I find annoying with it. Now, one of the biggest drawbacks is just its simple activation feature, OK Google. I find it annoying to actually say OK Google after about the 10th time. Now, saying that every single time gets pretty annoying. Every time you want to ask it a question, OK Google, OK Google, OK Google, OK Google. Now, one concern that I had when I first got this device was, will it work with my iOS device, my iPhone? Because this is a Google product, and typically in the past, Google and iPhone don't mix very well, or at least your features are very limited. But seeing the app on this changed my mind completely. You can do everything that you need to right through your iPhone. So if you do have the iPhone, don't worry. Everything still works for you. Other cool features that this thing can do is, say you're in distance of the Google Home and your music is playing and somebody wants to talk to you, but you don't want to interrupt them and say, "Okay, Google, turn the music off." What you can actually do is the top part of the home system is actually touchable. So you can give it commands like a tap to pause. You could actually turn up and turn down the volume by actually turning around clockwise or counterclockwise. And at the back, there's actually a mute feature. So when you don't want it to be listening to you or listening when you say, "Okay, Google," every single time, it will actually be muted. So you can go on about your day, going through your house saying, "Okay, Google," like you usually do.